Let's make caramelized onion and garlic pasta. You'll need some soy sauce, some chili crunch. The recipe calls for cream or coconut cream, but all I had was half and half. Some olive oil, some pasta, any pasta of your choice, a lemon, a whole head of garlic, 2 large onions, seasonings. This is Italian seasoning, paprika, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Some chicken, which I'm going to use these same seasonings for the chicken, and then some Parmigiano Reggiano. So I started off by chopping the onions in half and removing the skin from them. Then I gave all the onions a rough chop. And then I poured some olive oil in a glass bottom dish and topped them with the seasonings and gave them a good toss. And here I am prepping the garlic. I just put a little bit of olive oil and wrapped it in some foil. And then I threw this in the oven at 400 for 60 minutes. This is me browning the chicken and boiling the pasta. I took the onions out every 20 minutes and stirred them. This is me adding the garlic on top of the onions. And then this is the half and half. Then I added the juice of half of a lemon. Then I grated some Parmigiano Reggiano into the caramelized onions. And I took the Trader Joe's chili crunch and gave that a couple spoons. Topped it with more parm and some soy sauce. And then I gave that a good mix. Then I added the pasta and some pasta water and gave that a mix. Then I topped it off with the seasoned chicken. All right, so this is what our plate is looking like. I'm gonna give it a taste to let you guys know how it tastes. All right, I got a little bit of everything, some onions, some pasta, and the chicken. So the cream sauce is absolutely fabulous. I cooked the pasta to perfection. It's perfectly al dente, and the chicken is great as well. I think I could have put like a little bit more salt into the onions, but other than that, it tastes really good. I would give this meal a 9 out of 10.